The first meeting on the football field in 37 years between Louisville and Indiana produced two very different halves, with the Cardinals able to hold off the Hoosiers and remain undefeated. U of L in its road whites, but there was lots of red in Lucas Oil Stadium. Louisville controlled the opening half of play. Big strike here from Jack Plummer to Jamari Thrash, alone and gone for 85 yards and a 7-0 lead. And careful on the celebration, don't hurt the quarterback. Maurice Turner went in from 2 yards away to cap a 78-yard drive midway through the second quarter. Then Joar Jordan scored untouched from 25 yards out. All Cardinals a comfortable 21-0 lead at halftime. And then after that celebration, it was a resurgent Indiana right from the second half kickoff. An onside kick recovered by the Hoosiers' Lewis Moore. That ignited the comeback. Taven Jackson quickly converting that into points. A 30-yard TD strike to Jalen Lucas to get IU on the board. First touchdown pass for the freshman. 2 series later, 97-yard drive capped by the 2-yard touchdown from Josh Henderson. Did he get in? Did he? Yeah, he got in. It was 21-14 late in the third. Play of the game, 4th and goal. Henderson stopped short of the goal line by Stanquan Clark and TJ Quinn. Louisville is 3-0 for the first time since 2016. Eric Crawford and Rick Bozich have our post-game thoughts from Indianapolis.
Well, Eric, every year you're going to play 2 or 3 games you're going to roll through, 2 or 3 you're not going to win, and then there's the rest of the games that can go either way. That's what happened Saturday, and for the second time this season, Louisville won a game that could go either way, beating Indiana 21-14.
Well, I don't know if a lot of Louisville fans saw this as a 50-50 game coming in. I don't think Las Vegas saw it as a 50-50 game. Louisville was a 10-point favorite coming in here, and honestly, I thought Indiana had played pretty well in their opener against Ohio State, and they played well in the second half, but Louisville's passing game deserted it in the second half of this game. That's a concern. Far too many drops. Great play by the running backs, offensive line, but they've got still issues to work on.
Yeah, they do. But Jack Plummer showed a lot in terms of ability to run the ball, make clutch plays, and the defense made a terrific goal line stand only 18 inches away in the final 5 minutes.
We just knew we had to get a stop. You know, that was a game right there. So when they called the timeout, you know, we just said we had to stay together. We had to, you know, play lower than them and get the stop. That was the only conversation we had.
You need to put it all on the line right there too. That's it. Sacrifice your body, go make that play.
The first game and then this game as well have been really good for us, just to be able to go through adversity and come out on the other side. I think winning is a skill, and when you get used to it, I think it kind of starts rolling and piggybacking off of it. So I think those were good for us to, you know, calm down.
That's a great starting point, and if we can figure out a way to just be a little more efficient for 60 minutes and not have lapses, then maybe we can have a big win. But until then, it'll be a back and forth and fair, and we got to be the tougher team in order to come out with a win.
Proud of our football team to be able, but you got to play 2 halves of football. So disappointed in our first half performance. Gave up some big plays by our defense and too many self-inflicted wounds offensively in the first half. And but man, just proud of our team's fight to be able to. Really didn't have any momentum going into halftime, and the guys bowed up and showed a lot of fight to be able to shut them out in the second half and give ourselves a chance offensively to win the game.
Rick, was a game that completely changed in the second half. Louisville dominated the first, and then Indiana gets an onside kick to start the second and nearly come all the way back.
Yeah, Jeff Brown was annoyed. He knew they were going to do the onside kick. They didn't cover it well. Should be more annoyed at the fact they couldn't stop Indiana for good parts of the second half, except when they needed to, and they did. Louisville now 3-0, comes home to play Boston College, which gave Florida State all it wanted on Saturday. Indiana comes home next Saturday night at Memorial Stadium to host Akron. From Lucas Oil Field in Indianapolis, I'm Rick Bozich and Eric Crawford for WDRB Sports.